note, just maybe 2 points. One, it's important to note that in this year's budget, 2023-2024, the government has set aside about 141 billion Kenya shillings for the health sector, which is a very may not be enough, but it is quite substantial under the circumstances that we are in. So the government is definitely making a very deliberate and precise statement that this is a sector that must continue to receive all our support as players. The second thing that I can only say is that the private sector must also enhance its footprint in this sector of health. It's not possible for us to just carry this from the taxpayers' money. We will need the support and involvement and partnership of the private sector. So my only message to you this evening is that let us not view the private sector as the opposition in this sector. Sometimes we tend to go to some extreme positions where the private sector are viewed as villains when it comes to trying to collaborate on matters as critical as this. So my encouragement to you is that let us broaden those partnerships and deepen them as much as we will endeavor as government to raise more and allocate more going forward in terms of the public resources that are available from the Kenyan taxpayer. And finally, knowing that there's likely to be perhaps reduced funding in this area from some of our partners because of where we are and maybe some of the things that are happening globally, I think then that special attention of further mobilization of domestic resources for funding becomes extremely critical. I'm sure some of you may have been watching closely the recent summit of the heads of state in Paris. Very powerful statements came from the heads of state who did speak there. The President of Kenya, I think, is it Nguesso, and even Ramaphosa. They made some very, very fundamental statements that require special attention globally, and we ourselves have to know what we can do. And I can flag out specifically when Ramaphosa was talking about how African countries or the least developed countries were struggling to get the COVID vaccinations. You know, he was almost in tears from what I could see. So clearly the message that comes out there is that tears may not move those partners out there. So we might as well roll up our sleeves and see what we can do, because if you think we are going to get some shoulders to cry on, I think it is evident that that is not going to happen very soon. It is up to us to mobilize and raise those resources out here. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless you and muendelee vizuri. Asante.